Whoa, it's the illusion. I got Owl in on this one today. I'm giving you a hospice update. So, yeah, it's taken a turn. So yesterday we had one of the, I gave you the update with David Crosby, the Undertaker. And then after that, I met with we had one of the hospice nurses come over and give him a bath and wash his hair and stuff. Dad was not fired up about that at all. Was super not into it. And, but then, it was, so at that point he hadn't had any he'd been sleeping for like 12 hours since the night before. And, hadn't had any water, hasn't had any food. And so, he was super bummed. He kind of got woken up to get cleaned up, but he needed to get cleaned up, man. It was just, and we moved him into the bed that they sent that's got all the ups and downs and it's maneuverable. Because our thought was he was kind of going to be able to get in and out a little bit, but it's taken a immobile turn. So he was pretty feisty with the wash nurse, but not in a bad way, just super annoyed he had to deal because he's sort of incoherent. And so I called up the nurse the other nurse that takes care of his health and instant response, and she came by and did a checkup, and she's like, yeah, at this stage they don't need any water, man. They don't really need any food, dude. They're not doing that anymore. And so I've been going every 3 hours. I go give him a little pain medication. So because he's got a tumor in one of his lungs. It's not he's not in pain like that. He's just uncomfortable trying to you know how it is when you're trying to sleep and you're uncomfortable. It's super annoying, dude. So it's more like that. He's super discomfort when he's trying to sleep. But once he falls asleep, he's good to go for long periods of time. But so we've got Owl going over there. You want to give a little report, Owl? You don't have to.
Right now?
No, we're not going. We just went over there an hour ago. Do you want? What do you think?
I don't know.
How are you dealing with it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? But you called your sister.
I told her to call G-Mom.
Yeah. So Owl's been a trooper, and
Did you tell him what exactly has been happening?
yeah, no,
Him dying and stuff?
yeah. That's what hospice is. Yeah, no, this is the third video in a series I'm doing about it. And so then last night, so we're on 3-hour shifts with this medication. Every 3 hours I go give him a little of the pain to help him sleep meds, or the discomfort meds. It's not really to sleep. He's just gonna do that anyhow with his form of cancer. But because the organs start shutting down and he's not drinking any water, so the timer's going. But yesterday, I don't know, the 6 o'clock-ish, we had to all kind of team up and just move him around to get him comfortable again for the evening. And dude, it's interesting because he's still got strength, but he's also immobile too. So he's got arm strength, but not hip strength. But he's got leg strength, right? He just can't coordinate all the appendages together at the waist, kind of, if that makes any sense. So he was over there and he just wanted to get comfortable, man. And I couldn't, when I tried to lift him up he'd groan. And so I called Blythe over, the hologram over. And with my mom, we adjusted him and got his legs straight and his arms and kind of reset him. And that was sort of last night's activity. And then I went over all night long on the every 3 hours to just make sure he was okay and sleeping and was getting his medication because it's an opiate, right? So it's once the train starts, you can't break the cycle, or like that super discomfort. And then this morning there was like, we had an hour, like a little bit, there's a little presence of like dad, but it was like discomfort, like he just wanted to get comfortable. And then he's back asleep, but we just went over like an hour ago, and he looked like he was at his most comfortable yet. And then yesterday was pretty gnarly. I had to call one of his friends, and I was like, she's like, well, and I was like, I don't think there's going to be any more conversations. Like, I think we're past the conversation, because this has all happened really quick in the last like 4 days. And you know.
Yeah, it was like one night, like one day, he was like, he sounded a little bit, he had like a puff of strength, and then the night right after, he felt like it looked like he's about to die.
Yeah, you went and told him about your baseball game.
Yeah.
That was sort of.
And he sounded fine, and then the night right after that day, like the next morning, he looked like he was about to die.
So that's kind of cool. You're sort of the last conversation. Like, you told him about your baseball game, and what so you pitched that pitch, you got a couple strikeouts.
Got a couple hits.
You got a couple hits. You had a big baseball game on Monday. But so that's sort of what's going on. And yeah, I was sort of gnarly talking to his friend. That was like the first time I kind of it was sort of emotionally sort of heavy, hearing it in his friend, who realized that she's been his like business friend for like 20, 30 years. I don't know how long, but like forever. And
I think like it's almost his whole life.
Yeah, I don't know. And just hearing it in her voice was heavy. That was like the heavy, like, whoa moment. And so we came over this morning and got him readjusted and comfortable. He's looking super comfy right now. And you know, it's just, he isn't requiring any sustenance, hasn't eaten. I talked to the nurse. She's like, look, man, it's only if he asks, man. If he wants it, he can have it, but otherwise, man, he doesn't need it, man. And I gotta say, the nurses have been fantastic, and it's been a pretty, dude, I will say, to wrap this video up, to not go crazy long, is doing in-home hospice with your parent and helping them to the other side is about the most punk rock DIY thing I've ever done, dude. Like, talk about DIY, dude. Like, it's pretty trippy, man. I mean, when on the other side of this, I'll give you a full like post report, but I gotta say, it is super punk rock, man. Like, I haven't done it all nighter. You know, I'll sleep between my 3 hours systems, but yeah, dude, it's wild, man. And I'm super grateful that we're doing it.
At night he has to do it at night he has to do it at
12, 3, 6.
9:30.
12:30.
9:30 and then 12:30 and then 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
So it's okay. It's been a big relief to my mom. Like, just it's the energy's changed with her, because she's been dealing with this for like the last year and a half. But it hasn't been like bad. But she's like, we got it covered, dude. She doesn't have to deal with it, which is super, like, it's allowing her to like be in a good space. So it's all like a really like heavy but super powerful and potent like energy. It's gnarly. I wouldn't want this to go on for a long time, just because it's gnarly seeing the discomfort, man. But it was funny that we got him to like cough up his shirt, because he likes to have his, like, up until yesterday he was fully like clothed, and the wash nurse was like, nah, the pants and underwear not necessary, dude. Like, he's got his the diaper but he wanted his shirt. And then this morning I was like, Dad, it's the shirt's bunching up under your arms. It's causing, and it was like he got the shirt off and he instantly was like way more comfortable. So yeah, man. Once a man, twice a child. It's pretty radical to see, because yeah, it's pretty radical to see. Any final words? Nah, you're dealing with it like a champ bird. All right. More will follow. Use the name tags. Be grateful. Live for today. Links down below if you want to get any t-shirts or buy some art or whatever, man. It's just life, man. Get busy living, man. All right. It's the Illusion signing off.